Hey everybody, guess what? Well, first last night, Chris Cuomo had Nina Turner and Hilary Rosen on, and they got into an argument where Hilary Rosen came off on a racist attack as a very unpleasant person toward Nina Turner, and anyone watching who is either African American or just has the proper sensibilities. Chris Cuomo was in the middle, and by a number of accounts, well, look, he aided and abetted Rosen over Turner, and on his part, it was an awful performance by a CNN moderator slash anchor. Well, tonight, here's Chris saying, well, let's review what happened that night. I don't know what he's going to say. I haven't reviewed this. So, as he says, let's get after it.
So last night, I'm testing the Biden and Sanders camps on their perceived weaknesses in the general election. Then, this happened.
Don't use Martin Luther King against Joe Biden. You don't have that. You don't have that standing. I'm sorry, you don't.
Don't tell me what kind of standing I have as a black woman in America. How dare you?
You have a lot of standing as a black woman in America. You don't have the standing to attack Joe Biden using Martin Luther King's words.
I didn't attack anybody. You're taking it that way. Listen, don't dip into what I have to say about the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. How dare you?
Now, Nina Turner and Hilary Rosen, I know them both well. I consider them friends. Nina was making the point that in the letter from Birmingham jail, that Dr. King was saying, listen, moderate Democrats doesn't work, moderation with social justice. You have to be all in. She was making the case that that's where we are now. Hilary Rosen was saying, don't paint Biden with that brush. Now, since that moment, Hilary Rosen has apologized. I spoke to Nina. They are both invited back onto this show because not only do I want to figure out the debate about their perceived problems beyond this, but to talk about what this means about the state of play in the party and in this country. What does this suggest, what you just watched, about what's to come in this primary? What a guest I have for you tonight. Mehdi Hasan, columnist at The Intercept and inquisitor extraordinaire. Listen, I'm a fan of your work. You do it the right way. I wish I could be better at questioning the way you are. So thank you for joining us.
You're too modest, Chris. Thanks for having me on.
Should have had someone on black. Why this guy?
Softening you up. How can you watch that and think that there is any chance that either one of those camps is on its way to victory in the general?
It's a very good question, and we were talking about when there was lots of candidates at play, and we were talking about contested conventions, Chris. Remember that? Oh, if there's a
As usual, Chris misses the point. Here's the point. Chris, all right? It's not a situation that isn't fixable, but what it basically shows is that you have a clash of identity politic perceptions, and on top of that, and even more tragic within the party itself, and I'm sorry, your guest isn't gonna at all outline that or say it, is a growing habit among some who are white, and note I said some who are white, to tell folks who are black that something isn't racist or that they know more about racism than the black person, in effect gaslighting their message, or that they're not being racist when the black person says that they are. Completely gaslighting the message. And to punctuate my point, in an era of Me Too, imagine if the situation were altered so that it was a woman who was having her perception, her voice, her story shut down. People will go ape. So why does a segment of the population not go ape against Hilary Rosen for shutting down or attempting to shut down? She didn't really shut her down, but she attempted to shut down, and we saw it. Nina Turner. That should really be the story. It shouldn't be, is this a sign that the Democratic Party is losing or going to lose? I do think it's a sign that the party needs to fix this problem. Pure and simple. White professionals in the party must stop gaslighting black messages. I don't care how painful it is to listen to that person's story. Listen to the story without a rebuttal. That, had Hilary Rosen done that, would have been a key window into a very promising and bright Democratic future. Instead, by not doing it, she provided a key window into a very ugly and loathsome Democratic future. So, what I just said, your guess, this guy right here is not going to say. All right, he's going to talk about political strategy. He's going to talk about delegates and yada, yada, yada. But he is not going to talk about how black folks like me, African Americans, feel when someone white gaslights us. And for those of you who are watching who are white, who feel like, hey, he's talking about this too much, this YouTube channel, my blogs, are a zeitgeist. They are the spirit of the times. And unfortunately, something I've wanted to avoid, institutional racism, keeps coming up more often than not in cultural conversation. It would be intellectually dishonest for me to avoid it. Not only that, it shines a light on how different and how much better the candidacy of Barack Obama was in his two bites at the apple in 2008 and 2012 over what we have with the Democratic Party today. Each and every candidate that has lost early, lost because they played identity politics. I don't care if it was Kamala Harris. I don't care if it was Elizabeth Warren. Look at how people responding to Warren. Well, part of the reason she lost was sexism. The reason Elizabeth Warren lost was the same reason that Hillary Clinton lost. They said, vote for me because I'm a woman. Barack Obama never said, vote for me because I'm black. And there was a concerted effort within the campaign to not, if you will, go there, okay? It did not go there, all right? So the party needs to go back to the lessons of Barack Obama and not focus on the oh, woe is me argument. Oh, woe is me because I'm black. Oh, woe is me because I'm Asian. Oh, woe is me because I'm Latino. Oh, woe is me because I'm a woman. Oh, woe is me because I'm a white woman. Oh, woe is me because I'm a black woman. We need to focus on having one message that everybody can get behind. We did it with President Obama. We can do it again, and there's no reason to think we can't. It doesn't mean that those problems will not be addressed and we won't move forward, but we'll have a better chance of moving forward if we stop and listen to each other's stories with true love and respect, and then form plans to build a better country. Subscribe to Zenny62 on YouTube and bookmark oaklandnewsnow.com.